Found some.
Get in the boat, boy.
Still want me to tie it to the boat?
Boy. That is enough.
Father?
What?
Did something change? The forest feels different now.
Everything is different, boy. Try not to dwell on it.
Yes, sir.
That was the last.
Oh, there do I see my mother. Oh, there do I see my father. Oh, there do they call to me. 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 She's ready.
Find your way home. You are free.
I'm sorry.
Squeeze. This knife was hers. Now it is yours. She taught you to hunt.
She knew.
Show me.
Now?
Now.
What are we hunting?
You are hunting deer.
Which way?
In the direction of deer.
Okay, this way. Father, why are we doing this now?
I need to know you can survive the journey.
Then we leave for the mountain?
Depends on you. Hunt. What did you find?
Tracks. Not deer, though. I'll keep looking.
More tracks?
Yeah, but they're too round. Could be a wild boar.
Good.
Oh! Now what?
This way, boy.
Hup! Oh. Wait, deer tracks. They're fresh. This way! Ah! Found it!
Slow down, boy.
Sorry.
You are hunting deer, not chasing it.
Yes, Father. You broke our bridge. How are we gonna get across?
Step aside.
Wow.
Go. What are you doing? Now his guard is up. Only fire. Only fire. When I tell you to fire.
I'm sorry.
Do not be sorry. Be better. Find it. Find it.
Ah, there she is. Welcome back, sweetie. See? I built your armor up for you. Ares, Zeusy, and Magma. Never done it before, so I'm actually really excited. Combination of Valkyrie and fire armor as well.
You are not ready. Stay back.
Yep, your name's in the title and everything you picked is there too. I chose the axe pommels and the blade grips.
Draugr. They've never come this close to our woods before.
Keep moving.
No, of course. If you're the one that asked for it, I'll put the name in it.
There.
You know, if Boss or Justin or
in the old
John
temple.
asked for
My
it
mom
at
told
all,
me
I
never
would
to
put
go
their
in there.
name in it.
We do what we please, boy. No excuses.
But honestly, I've never done this before. It's a first for me, so I'm looking forward to it. And by the way, the enemies can actually do a lot more damage to me, oddly enough.
Can you hit it from here?
With that one piece of Zeus armor on, they took a few good licks. And I was like, whoa.
We should get closer.
Granted, I can do more damage to them too, but still they took a few chunks out of me, and I was like, okay, interesting.
I went hunting with Mother a bunch of times. She never wanted to take me. Why now?
It was her wish. And it was time.
Okay.
Ah. Oh, I can always get my ass kicked. No, it doesn't matter how strong I am. If anything, the Valkyries are likely to rip me apart. Especially if they can do more damage to me. See that? I took one light attack off of him and he did about 15% damage there, or 20 maybe?
It's opening. You froze it in place.
However, my rage bar goes up by a huge amount. So I've got that to back me up.
Nice.
Kids stand there like, what are you doing?
Wait for my mark. Relax. Do not think of it as an animal. It is simply a target. Clear your mind. Steady your aim and breathe in.
I got it.
Good.
It's still alive.
Your knife. No. Finish what you started.
Ah, you silly moo. Hangovers are self-inflicted. Just saying.
I can't.
I just hope you don't fall asleep too much. Because if you need to, by all means. Okay, there's nothing wrong with having a drink, there really isn't, but just don't overdo it. You know, when was it Christmas Eve?
We're gonna fight that?
My mum and stepdad came back home and they told me about some of the things that people had done in the pub. Because they completely lost control of themselves, and it's like, why?
Okay, tell me what
I'm not even gonna say what one of the guys did. I had to call a fucking ambulance for him because he went too far.
He's too strong.
Here, hold this. And this.
Control yourself, boy.
Fine. Kill it. That's where you get.
Boy,
Think I'm afraid of you? You're nothing to me!
boy, look at me. Look at me, boy. Boy, look at me.
We did it.
What? 27%?
Not ready.
That's not fine. Fucking idiots.
What?
Did nobody tell him that that was a high
Are you
volume?
serious? I
If
found
it was
here.
2.7%, he'd get away with it, yeah.
Proved myself.
Not 27 though, Jesus.
How am I not ready?
We are going home.
I don't really drink much, and even I know that.
I haven't been sick in a long time. I can do this.
You are not ready.
I am ready.
Do not speak again. told you not to speak.
But why would a fire troll burn Mother's garden? And since when are Draugrs so close to the house? And what was that frozen thing that attacked us?
I do not know. Now be silent. We are almost home.
Oh, come on, 15 or 16, that's reckless. I know there's no laws against youngsters actually drinking alcohol, but he's still too young to actually drink it. You shouldn't overdo it like that. If he had a couple of drinks, that's fine, because it's only illegal for retailers to sell it to them, that's all. But it's not illegal for them to drink it, but still. That was silly. I hope he only did it to himself and nobody encouraged him to do it, because that's stupid if they did.
You lost control.
That thing was trying to kill us. It's not like you don't get angry in a fight.
Anger can be a weapon. If you control it, use it. You clearly cannot. When you...
I haven't been sick in a long time. I'm better now.
Fine. Come on then.
You want me to hit you?
I want you to try.
Yeah, well that's the other thing, when you give alcohol to teenagers or children, they tend to lose control of themselves. That's why the adults are supposed to keep a firm hand on them at the same time.
Again. Again.
I would literally make sure he had a couple, maybe 3, and I'd make sure he eats something, and I'd make sure he's got some water with him to make sure he doesn't get a hangover. He's gonna feel like shit. It's also very dangerous to do that, by the way. You know, people have died from doing that sort of thing, so make sure he does not do that ever again. I'm serious.
Are clearly not ready.
What was that?
Quiet.
Come on out! There's no use hiding anymore. I know who you are.
Your husband's here, by the way.
Do you know him?
More importantly, I know what you are.
Boy, beneath the floor. Now.
But you told me never to go down there. Who is that?
I do not know.
What's he talking about?
I do not know. Get in.
Just tell me what I want to know. No need for this to get bloody.
Oh, for God's sake, I was thirsty. Yeah, I'm thirsty. Let's drink alcohol. The one thing that makes you thirstier. Dehydrates, yeah. He definitely doesn't even know what he's doing.
I thought you'd be bigger.
Just do me a favor and make sure you do take care of him, and make sure he doesn't do that again.
Long way from home.
Because if he's done it once, he's more than likely to do it
What
again.
do you want?
Oh, you already know the answer to that.
Whatever it is you seek, I do not have it. You should move on.
And here I thought your kind was supposed to be so enlightened, so much better than us, so much smarter. And yet you hide out here in the woods, like a coward.
You do not want this fight.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I do.
Leave my...
Alright, that's fine. I trust you to do that.
You to happen.
I warned you.
Finally.
You would not listen.
Fine. My turn. How incredibly disappointing. Come on, then.
Whoa, that did some damage. That was a big explosion. Well, see, he actually killed me. Despite the fact that I was reckless there. See, madam, I can die.
Point!
I'm trying. So I get for eating pizza while I'm fighting.
Come on
Right, now I can take another bite.
Tell me what I want. Pain stops real simple. Why are there two beds in here?
I'll give you a bed, mister. I'm eating.
Leave my
Oh!
Struck a nerve, did I?
Strike a chunk. A tree.
Who are you hiding? Slow and old. You should never have come to Midgard.
But the pizza tastes good, that's why I came here.
So, care to try again?
You talk too much.
Won't talk?
Just a little reminder, your husband doesn't eat.
Maybe whoever it is you got
Because the
stashed
vulnerability
in
had
that
something
house
to do with that. Wah. With the power of 3 gods and the Valkyries in me, still kick my ass. Curse you, pizza!
Who are you afraid of?
You know, I'm actually just really, really hungry at the minute, and I was gobbling on my fucking pizza, didn't put it down. I was like, shit, I did that to myself. Make sure I never play this game with an empty stomach. No, he does do a lot of damage to me. Interesting. This will be a nice little challenge. Good choice, Madison. Good choice. Yeah, absolutely means no sex. What was it he said? He can't taste, he can't smell, he can't feel the temperature of the room. Feasting, drinking, women, it's all gone. Gone! See, I even remember the words. You're gonna have to find yourself a man, mistress.
When Odin sent me here, I just needed answers, but you had to act all proud. Throw whatever you have at me. I'll keep coming. That old body will give out. But before I end this, I want you to know one thing. I can't feel any of this.
Yeah. Mimir has no body, Kratos is not your type, and Atreus is too young. You pretty much do have bad taste in men, especially when it comes to this game. Oh well, you have to go to another game, won't you?
You've seen it with your own eyes. You can't hurt me. Nothing can. This fight is pointless. Your struggle
quite funny, actually.
is pointless. You didn't have to be this way.
What an odd set of circumstances.
Pathetic. You can't win. I feel nothing. But you feel everything, yet you keep trying. I'm not my brother. And if you'd given me what I wanted, it wouldn't have ended this way. But no.
Well, it's one thing you and I have in common, if that makes you feel better. My taste in women is terrible. Not that any are interested in me anyway, but either way.
Come on! I feel nothing!
Besties is all I get, sweetheart. So yeah, that works. It's always besties, never lovers.
I'd hope that you, of everyone I'd faced, would finally make me feel something, but you can't.
Yeah, feel this. There you go. Good boy. I'll see you in a few hours, maybe, if I get that far. Dang! I was actually on the edge of my seat there because he did a lot of damage to me.
Was he? He knew me. Did he know my past? How did they find me after all this time? Faye, what do I do? Our son is not ready to carry your ashes to the top of the mountain. And neither am I.
Yeah, well, you know, you say that, but if you saw me, that's a different story. Besides, you can do a lot better than that. Me, I mean, you can do a lot better than me. There's plenty of other nicer people out there.
But we cannot.
I'm just one of those guys that shouldn't shouldn't be in any type of relationship.
Boy.
There was so much. I thought. You're all right.
I am all right. Come. Gather your things. We are leaving.
Thought I wasn't ready.
You are not. We have no choice now. Prove me wrong.
Yes, sir. The mountain. It's gonna be a long trip.
Yes, but an important one.
Well, I can't disagree with that. It certainly is your choice.
Whoa.
The thing is,
When did this happen?
I don't buy it anymore. You know, it's just
Who was he?
I do not know.
I don't understand why anybody
You
would be
want
interested
us.
in me. I mean, that's telling the
nobodies.
truth. I really don't know why.
You
I don't think I've actually got
I
anything
did
decent
what
to
had to
offer.
be done.
could have died.
At the same time, I think I prefer it
Never
that
leave me
way.
alone again. All right?
All right.
Yeah, I do. I just think I'm better off like this.
You've had to kill people before, haven't you? You're used to it.
We do what we must to survive.
Animals, I get. They're food. Draugr, they're supposed to be dead. But people, they're trying to survive too.
Close your heart to it. On our journey, we will be attacked by all manner of creature. Close your heart to their desperation. Close your heart to their suffering. Allow yourself to feel for them. They will not feel for you.
That talisman recharged very quickly. What's my cooldown? 248. No fucking wonder.
Has this been here all this time? Why don't you help me up there? I can get a better look. Hup.
Boy.
Yes, sir. That hanging bucket. An offering cast? Mother said Odin's disciples fill them with gifts and hang them where thieves can't reach them. That one looked really old.
Well, it depends on how you have your phone set up, because there are ways to
Worshipping the
save
gods?
energy. If you've got any
Gods
apps
care
running in
nothing
the
for them.
background,
Then
they suck
shall
more
not
energy
pray
out of the
to
battery.
monsters.
And if you're watching videos like this, they take up a lot of battery power as well. I shut down a lot of stuff in my phone that I wasn't using, and my battery lasts a lot longer now.
Look. All this time, there's been a protection stave around our entire woods. But the stave's broken there. Did you cut those down?
Well, see, that's the thing. I mean,
She had a tree she was used for
you know
her
enough
pyre.
about the game to teach other people how to play it, technically.
Why'd you do that?
You may not necessarily be quick with the buttons just yet, but you know what to do visually, you know?
Come. No looking back now.
So, how long will it take to get to the mountain?
I do not know.
Before winter falls?
I do not know.
Okay, okay. They don't...
Boy, focus.
Oh, I didn't about to hit him.
Keep the pressure on.
Those realm shifts are ripping them apart.
How was that? Did I help?
If you want to help, distract them. Whoever is not my focus should be yours, but only when safe to do so.
I can do that.
Yep, I have thought about
Space
playing
your
it,
shots.
and that's a great big no.
Move.
Didn't
Thanks.
interest me.
There's the mountain! Let's go!
Not yet.
It's fine! See?
I'm gonna need something, you silly lady.
Hang on!
Hurry! I'm slipping!
Stay calm. Almost there.
That wasn't so bad.
Slow down. Your haste will cost us.
Sorry. More Draugr. But these aren't moving. Are they dead? I mean, more dead?
Boy.
Not dead, not dead!
Remember, accuracy over speed.
Well, there is one thing you should remember about me when it comes to playing new games. If I'm gonna play the game, I'll get it as soon as it comes out. Unless there's extraordinary circumstances surrounding it, like I don't have enough money at the time or something like that. I'll get it as soon as I get paid. But that game has been out for quite a while. If I was gonna play it, you would have seen it by now. I'm a very, very fussy gamer. Going to do that. Yes. Is that all of them? Oh. I was gonna say, that didn't feel right.
That was the last one. Was I better?
Take even more time. It does not matter if you fire only once. Show me control.
Look at this.
Read it.
Oh, this used to be a marketplace. The giants used to gather here to trade with the gods a long time ago. Wonder if Odin was ever here. Something's breaking through the wall! Up there!
Really? Realm system hitting freaking statues and pots? Get down here! Thank you.
Do you hear that? What is it?
We will see. Stay close.
Well, if he needs to go back to the cafe, do it. You should get something to eat. Dare level up in front of me, woman.
But not for your help. Fire!
That was a real revenant. Never thought I'd see one up close. I still don't understand why that man attacked you at our house.
I told you, boy. I know nothing more of it.
Look up there. I think you got him. He said people might try and rob us. I'll kill them if they try. I'm not afraid.
If we encounter men, you will stay out of it. Understand? You will stay out of it, boy. Speak no more of this.
Where is she? Think you're funny, do you, little bitch? Your ass isn't even hitting the ground there.
Thought they almost had us.
Yet we are still here.
You did it! all these dead. You think it's safe in there?
You think it's safer out here?
No, not again.
What's that smell?
Take care of yourself, please, love.
Now! The Hellwalkers? They're untouched. Look! Someone start the fires! Sigmund, your knives! So many days without meat.
Meat? Wait, us?
Behind me.
What if they change like the others? We'll have to keep them alive. Strip off their meat. A little at a time.
This fight is mine alone.
Ooh, burn, boys, burn! Burny, burny! You said start the fires, so there you go, start the fires for you.
Atreus!
Well, if you're aware that you're doing much better, then just make sure you maintain that.
Boy? Close your heart to it. Come then. We have a long journey. Wait here. I will handle this.
Well, if you want to make sure you keep your car, then you have to keep up with your meds, otherwise it's not going to work. Just keep doing what you're doing and you'll be alright. I'm pretty sure you can do it, you know.
They came back. They came back.
It is finished.
I want to leave here.
Then collect yourself. We must find a way out. Here. Find something to pull me up.
Okay.
Atreus. The chain.
The chain. Right.
You are in your head, boy. Let it go. He would have killed you.
Oh yeah, you won't be allowed to drive if you're passing out. My friend was the same. He wasn't able to drive for a lot of years because he had epilepsy.
So close to the start.
Wait, no.
And it knocks him out, so he wasn't allowed to be behind the wheel for a long time, but they finally got to the cause of his problems and he fixed it.
I'm ready.
He's on certain types of meds now and everything, and he's doing a lot better. The thing that fucked me off about him originally was he had these epileptic sort of, well, it's not so much fits, it's more like a blackout. He had them for a lot of years, even when he was in my presence, and when they were taking place, he never told me about them.
The road ahead is long and unforgiving.
Sometimes he looked like he was just out of it.
You must be a warrior.
I didn't know what was going on with him, and eventually he told me, and I was so pissed off at him. He's like, why did you not tell me all of this sort of thing was happening, even when you were with me?
Square in the ringer, you don't move. Come on!
Can't get this slow-eyed cocklump to cross the bridge.
It's because she's scared of something in the trees over there.
There's what now?
Father, throw your axe at those trees on the other side of the bridge. The ones with the white trunks.
You were right.
Say, you must be smart or something, boy. You are a boy, aren't you?
So why doesn't he go to the doctor and see if he can try a different combination of meds that don't give him migraines? There's always more than one option.
What's yours?
Brock.
Vera Logan.
Say, you're not gonna believe me, but that axe you got, it was me what made her. Me and my brother. Was one of our best. So don't let nobody else go work on her except for us two. You gotta handle her special, or she'll wreck beyond fixing. I can enhance her for you right now if it so pleases you, son of a bitch. So what say you?
You are right. I do not believe you. Come, boy.
There's a rune in the shape of a fork under the grip. No, digger beach ya Doomberg Aqua. That was our brand, my brother and me, before we split. I got half of it right here, see? Look, you want I should upgrade her or not?
Very well. I expect an improvement.
See, that's the thing, you don't like it when your friend is being stubborn, but just remember, madam, you've done that a lot of times too.
But I got all the talent.
So just remember, if you don't like other people being stubborn, then don't do it yourself either. That's why I say to you, don't be stubborn about things. Make sure you actually get it done. Yeah, a lot of people are stubborn when it comes to medical conditions. I understand. If there's anything I've learned, it's just to shut up about them, because you'd be surprised how many people just don't give a shit.
Make you something? Got something else in mind?
Shit from.
Well, don't look now, but our friends who were hiding in the trees are back for more. Go on, give that axe a twirl.
Got room for me behind there?
You don't break
Wow, the Valkyrie's really done like this, Strawberry. He's gone flying twice. Oh, 3 times.
See what my touch brought?
Adequate.
You know what's adequate? That footwork! You stepping shit! Your paw can kill. You gonna learn to do that too?
I'm not sure.
This road, it leads to the mountain?
Should put you in the right direction, sure. Want to see my wares again?
Come.
It was nice meeting you, Brock. I'll be thinking of a name for your beast.
How about I name her fucking Gratitude? Hey, fucking Gratitude, come over here. I like it.
You left me to fight alone.
I did.
People are one thing. Everything else you fight. Until I say stop or we are dead. Understand? Pull your weight or we go home.
I understand.
Good then.
That looks inviting.
Now, boy.
Coming!
Wait there.
Draugr.
It's coming back down again! Wow. Never been this close to the mountain before. Looks so big. Wish Mom was here to see it.
Come, boy.
What do you mean by different about it? In what way?
Hey, look at that! What is it?
Boy,
Look! There are runes written along the side.
what does it say?
As we are, we two, we three. As I alone can never be.
A riddle.
Maybe there's a clue around here. The rings are turning! Come back down! I think that part's right. That's it! I see runes!
Boy, what do those runes say?
Oh, it said...
Oh, are you referring to the explosions? You mean like the things that were sending that Draugr flying down the bridge?
As family. That's not a clue. It's the answer. What I alone can never be. Right?
Use your knife and trace the runes into the sand.
Really? Hinslow. Something happened!
Even you couldn't miss it. It's this. It's the Valkyrie axe pommel. Or one of them anyway, there's like 3. It's got a twin perk activation. One, if I do this executioner attack here, you hold triangle. If I land that, there's a good chance it'll activate something called the Strike of the Valkyrie, which is an explosion. So the next time I hit something with the axe, it'll blow up. But in the meantime, it has a passive one, which means there's a chance that any hit that I land with the axe will cause it to blow up anyway. Unfortunately for that Draugr, that's what happened to him 3 times when I was fighting him. That perk activated 3 times and he exploded. There's also this one. Gives you increased power to strength or runic. Stacks up to 3 times on any successful kill. Then there's this one I got from the Queen. I'll show you what this one does. It increases the damage of throwing the axe and its range. Watch this. See? The axe has gone all the way up into the frickin' sky. There you are, it's gone. It just keeps flying and it doesn't come back until you summon it. And like the other Strike of the Valkyrie, it's got an explosive blowback on it as well, except for the one on this one is a lot more obvious. It's like a bright red colour. You just see a bright red bomb go off every now and then. The good news about it is it sends enemies flying.
Boy. These traps.
No. It wasn't you.
Not sure. But I'll
It's,
find
this is part of the reason why I was saying, like, is there any particular axe pommer you wanted me to use, because they really do make a difference. When you see me use Sato's Grip of Flame, the one that sends the fire waves out and everything, that's just an example. See that red explosion? This is the Queen's one. Just keep watching the enemies and see if you see a random red explosion appear. Oh, there we are, see? Bang! See when I threw it at that guy, he exploded.
Got 'em all.
Boy, I hear your animal ahead.
I knew it was a bull.
Shoot when you're ready. Remember, draw to your chest. Wild boar's height is thick.
Hey, if you ever want me to show you what these axe pommels do, just ask. I'll try out every one of them for you if you want. You can see, witness it firsthand.
I hit it, didn't I?
And you'll see why I always say, like, what axe pommel shall I use? Which one do I really want to use this time? Because some of them have very powerful abilities. Some have moderate or defensive. Others have healing. You know, some only activate every now and then. Others stay on for a few seconds. They're very effective. The blades also have their own little grips that do strange
One of those
things.
people?
Like do extra fire damage or cause explosions to happen. They heal you. Take your pick. But the one I'm using at the minute is the one you get from the Valkyrie Queen herself.
Here, get right.
I got it. Elbow up, steady hand, relax. Accuracy over speed. Yes!
Do not lose it.
Well, we're gonna have to wait till we get some more enemies again. It's gonna be just a little while. And one of the earliest ones you can get is
Boy.
the Fist of Thor. So every now and then when you're doing a random axe attack, there's a burst of electricity that comes out of it.
I found it!
And just shocks all the enemies nearby.
Atreus!
He's slowing down!
In fact, I think they nerfed it after a while because it had an extra ability that when you threw the axe and you hit them in the head with it gave you the perk automatically. And I was like, what? Next time you throw it, they're instantly hit by lightning. I was like, shit. It was a little bit OP, I'm not gonna lie, but I was pissed off that they took it out. Just left the original one.
We didn't know he belonged to anyone.
He doesn't. He's my friend.
The boy was following my command.
Then help fix this. Hold here, please. Hold, I said. He's losing blood. The last of his kind in all the realm, and you shoot him. You needed food?
Target practice.
Target practice.
I'm so sorry.
Keep that pressure on. The blame is mine. I should have kept a closer eye.
Will he die?
I will not let him. You, the arrow cut a tideway inside him. Find both ends and hold them tightly. Start with the left side. Grab it and hold. Now the right side. Hold it tight. Good. Now pull them together. Line them up.
You're a witch.
I can't finish the healing here. My home is just beyond the trees there. You will carry him. He must not die.
One example I'll give you about the blades grips. The ones I'm wearing at the minute, they look all fiery. That has something called the aura of fire. That's a defensive or healing one. When it activates, it stays on for a few seconds and it regenerates my health a bit. It's only on random hits from the blades. So if you're wondering what those grips are, the ones that are glowy red, that's what they are.
Said I'd grow into it.
They're the only grips for the blades that actually glow red like that, like they're fiery.
She's dead. We're taking her ashes to the highest peak in the realms.
Ashes?
It was her last wish.
Boy.
I'm sorry for your loss. We're here.
You live in a tree?
Not in it. Below it. Hemele!
Look!
It's alright.
Toido!
Is he friendly?
Boy.
I promise you, he's safe.
He won't hurt anyone.
I freaking hope he won't hurt anyone. I'm gonna have to kill him.
Quickly. Place him on the stave there. Keep him still.
You live alone?
It's better this way.
Yeah, my father doesn't like people either.
Boy.
Well, you don't.
Hold him still before he hurts himself. Easy. Rest now. I need 2 more things. Fresh red root grows just behind the house. Can you pull a cluster?
What else?
I know you're a god. Not of this realm, but there's no mistaking it. He doesn't know, does he? About your true nature? Or his own?
That is none of your concern.
The gods of these realms don't take kindly to outsiders, trust me. I know. When they find you, and they will, they'll make things difficult. The boy will want answers.
That will be my problem.
Whatever you're hiding, you cannot protect him forever. But you're right. Doesn't concern me. I also need lamb's cress. Do you mind? It's a white petal flower in my garden.
It's amazing how Freya and Mimir just took one look at him and they just knew what he was.
Fine.
Interesting abilities they have. Hey, get out of the way.
Can you help?
Would this help?
I dropped it?
When you were chasing the animal.
What's wrong with me? If I lost it, then...
You did lose it.
I'll take better care of it from now on.
Exactly what I need.
Maybe you should, maybe you should go and get some rest, sweetie.
So he's gonna live?
Yes.
Then we are leaving.
Wait. Not without thanks. You want solitude? This mark will hide you from those who might make your journey difficult.
You know what, I know you've been looking forward to this, but if you want me to stop this now, I'll stop it and I'll carry on at another time. I mean, ideally I want you to see this one as well, because this one was your idea, and I've never done it before, so I wouldn't want you to miss out on what happens on it.
There's a shortcut below the house that leads safely out of these woods. Follow this path down.
Just let me know, I don't mind
head
stopping
towards
it and
daylight.
going on something else.
Will we see you again?
As much or as little as you like. Now get out of here.
Tomboy.
Listen, I'm being serious. That if you want to go to sleep or you're about to fall asleep, then tell me now so I can stop
This
this.
underground
Seriously.
passage should put you back on your
Because
path
I
to
know it's likely to happen.
Just
It
use
usually
the boat.
does. And you said it
Wait,
yourself. You don't want to miss it,
and
nor
take
do
this.
I want you to miss
You
this
can
one.
use it to orient yourself and navigate the world. It will always steer you towards your goals.
I see a boat.
And that's another thing. You can't say that you absolutely will stay awake, because you can't stop that sort of thing. If you're tired, you're tired. I definitely can't stay awake if I'm tired.
Nightmares. Mom used to tell me about them. Didn't think they were actually real.
Nightmares.
Yeah. They give people nightmares. Or they are nightmares. I don't remember which. I wish I could ask her. Now we'll get to the mountain quick. I just can't believe I'm here, doing all this. There was a time I thought I'd never leave our woods, or even my own beds.
You were not to blame for your sickness.
Oh, I know. I guess I'm just saying. This is great.
Alright, well I'll tell you what, you better check
There's
in
a
with me
mountain.
every 5 or 10
How
minutes
close we
then.
are.
We flow into seawater.
How do you know?
Because if you
Do
don't
not
check
smell it.
in, I will stop
That
it.
smells the
I'll
sea.
interpret that as you going to sleep.
The sea stinks. Look at that. It's Thor.
Thor, god of thunder.
That's right. I never thought you listened when Mother spoke of the gods.
I seldom did. Did she speak of one who could feel no pain?
Oh. That sounds like Baldur.
Baldur.
An Aesir god. Son of Odin and Frigg.
And Odin is king.
That's right. Why do you ask?
Odin is king.
I see runes
Odin,
there
the giant
in this
prick.
chest. Can't quite make it out. It reads,
Sacrifice your arms to the center of the water. Awaken again the cradle of the world. What? Throw our weapons into the water? Guess that won't be a problem for you. Are you gonna do it?
Alright then, you better stick to him, madam.
The axe did not return.
Well, quite often his answers are actions, not words.
Hang on, boy!
Okay!
What is this?
It's the world serpent.
Stay calm, boy!
I am! This is great!
It speaks?
Yeah! Mom said he's friendly!
What is it saying?
I don't know! That was amazing! Wait! There's a shipwreck way over there. See that? And there's a statue of Thor. Except I can see a lot more of him now.
The water dropped, and the serpent rose.
Oh, that must be why the beach wasn't there before, see? And there's the mountain. Look it.
Yeah,
That
what
building
does
leads
that?
from the foot of
You're
the
talking
mountain
about
to
your
that
brother
golden
or
temple.
something.
It was all just under the surface.
Except for the statue. Good thing, huh? There's even a dock. There, next to the flag. We're going to the dock first, right? We'll be the first people to walk on it in who knows how long.
You know of that serpent?
He's one of the giants. He's so big he's wrapped around the whole world and bites his own tail.
An exaggeration.
I don't know. Looked pretty big to me.
Bites his own tail! You don't want him to do that, that's when Ragnarok starts.
Is this the way to the mountain?
It would seem.
If it isn't the bearded beaver, it is Sapseed. Have I got something for you too?
Brock? But how did you...
None of your fucking business. Now get
Well, I
in
can
here.
understand
I've got something
staying
for you.
awake if you're
And don't
walking
go
around the
making
place,
big
I
eyes
get
at my
that.
spot. I saw it first.
It's when you get comfortable that you end up falling asleep. Especially if you lie down when you're watching
you think you
things. That's why I
To test
usually
our
sit up.
patience.
When word gets out about my new shop,
If I'm
folks
sitting
will
up and
finally
I'm
come
really
out
really
hiding.
tired and I want to
They'll be
sleep,
clawing
that's how I
all
know
over
I'm
each other
gonna
just
do
to
it.
catch a whiff of my wares. You watch.
If I'm lying
You
down I
rough
could
around
easily
like
fall
that
asleep, but I
everywhere?
could stay awake if I
Jeez.
sit up. You know? Right, let me put on another axe pommel. Alright, let's try the Fist of Thor. Let's try this one out. I'm gonna see some enemies, I'll show you where it is.
The pile of rocks there, with that key of Yggdrasil, you can open a magic door to the branches of the World Tree. A shortcut between the realms. If you ever see them out in the world,
Oh well, if you're in the cafe I believe you.
quick. But it's
It would
only
be funny
one
if you fell
way.
asleep at the table
Straight
though,
back
if you're
here and
facing
nowhere
your
else.
food.
And whatever you do, never, ever throw yourself over the edge of the path, lest you want death.
Yeah, I don't see us wanting that.
Some enemies along here, let's see if I can light them up with this. When it activates I'll tell you. Just what you're basically looking for is lightning attacks with this one. So So if you see any lightning show up, you'll know that it worked. Only problem is enemies die so quickly because I'm wearing this Zeus armor.
Right behind you!
Alright, that's just frost explosions. Nope, didn't activate for any of them. Let's try the ones in here.
That tower leads through to the mountain.
I'm ready. What is that? Look out!
Hey! There we are, see, bang. Electricity.
What is that? It smells awful.
Poison.
Oh yeah, the Muspelheim ciphers. Let me sure I clear those nice and early.
Hey, it's a fragment of a language cipher. We should look for more like this. Oh, what were those things? They smelled awful.
Your mother called them scorn poles. Poison magic. She was the one who showed me how to disable them. What?
It's just funny to think of her teaching you something.
I need to get a drink. Back in a minute. Better be here when I get back, Missy.
Whoa. Sure is foggy here. Another dwarf. Should we...
No. He is of no consequence.
Excuse me, but, how did you come by that, axe?
That is my concern alone.
And, while I won't dispute that, I know that blade. It was one of ours, but, we didn't make it for you.
Step aside.
I can't. See, the woman we made it for, I was, well, I am quite fond of her, and I would be somewhat displeased if it turns out that you did something to her.
It was my mother's. She left its father before she died.
Face dead? I'm very, very sorry to hear that. She was a fierce warrior. And a good woman. Okay. I will make improvements to the axe.
But nobody asked you to.
Well, it's true, but knowing your mother, she would have insisted I repair that act of vandalism perpetrated against her axe by my brother.
I knew it. You are Brock's brother. The other half of the brand's here.
The blue one is your brother.
Yes. Though my talents are vastly superior. No boast. I swear to Freya.
Do not undo his work. Improve upon it only.
Yeah, but can you put it down over there? That handle is...
No.
Filthy. Okay then. I will just... Oh. 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 Oh, is that dried blood? Oh.
So, what were you working on?
Oh, that. I call it the Sky Mover. Just up that mountain waits a treasure trove of rare resources. Once I mine it, We'll need a way to bring it all down.
And you know how to fix it?
Not even a little.
Hey, Sindri. We found something interesting.
Oh, really? I
Right,
love
come
something
back.
interesting.
Madison, you better be waffling away. There we are, another electric shock. And again. And again. And again. And again.
That was good, right?
A decent start.
You're waffling, yeah. Alright, runic attacks. I'm going to Alfheim in a minute, so I'm changing these around. I'm thinking... Yep, that'll do it.
I can't tell. Are we getting closer to the mountain?
We are.
So did you see the lightning attacks when I was hitting them with the axe?
Do you think for this last leg up the mountain that maybe I can carry her?
I told you no.
Why?
I'm not surprised
Meant
you're
more to
eating
me
a
than
lot.
you anyway.
People feel
What?
that way after
I just
they're
meant
hungover.
I spent more time with her. You were off hunting with her.
It would serve you to stop talking.
These wolves look kind of sick.
Shrek's here!
Let him go! Father?
Oh yeah, everybody's got preferences. Either way, I'll show them all to you anyway. Some remember, some of them aren't offensive ones. They're defensive or they have healing properties. Some of them are combinations of both.
Ready yourself.
Right, so this one here, for example, I don't really need to show it as such. The Versatile Warrior's Handle, all it does is increases all of your stats by 22. If you see them up there in the right hand corner, just 22 of everything. That's all that does. This one here is Ymir's breath. Now it works the same way as the shock one, except for instead of blowing up with lightning, it blows up with frost instead. So it freezes enemies a lot faster. Let's try this one out. Anyway, I just saw the uncle get a nice burst of ice. There we are, bang bang. Frost attacks, and again. And again. And again. Come on, boys. And again, there we are, pop. And again. And again. This one's activated quite a lot since I put it on.
Here? Who built this place?
Yeah, see, I know it's not always easy to notice it because the frost axe is frosty anyway, but when you look closely, you can see the big bangs, just like poof, like that. It may not sound like much, but it helps out because the faster you freeze enemies, the better, because the frozen enemies are useless enemy.
I can see why Mom.
One of the things I always like to do is freeze them immediately, because as you've probably seen anyway, and you probably know this, once they're frozen, they're practically useless. They can't move. And that's one of the best things in the game, is when you freeze their asses. So that gives you the chance to basically freeze them a lot quicker. Now, there are enchantments in here that you can add that also increase the amount of frost damage by up to 50%. So, for example, there's one. Like that, for example, if I put that on, it says it increases all frost damage inflicted by 15%, stacks up to 50. There are some for 25, so if I put 2 of those on and the frost attacks were up by 50%, in other words, they freeze 50% faster than they actually do on a regular basis. So imagine that. If I combine that with these, and a frost explosion goes off, they're all going to freeze immediately. Well, what the fuck are they going to do? Nothing.
Stay back, boy.
Ugh, what is that?
We must find another way up.
The witch.
No, not
Well, she was
Mimir.
here. Bet she
Alfheim.
could get us past this.
My favorite place.
My magic is useless against the Black Breath, and there's no way around it. Odin saw to that long ago.
What are you doing here?
Making sure you can finish your journey.
Why wait to warn us?
I was busy, saving my friend, if you remember. The Black Breath is a corruption of magic even I can't dispel. Only the pure light of Alfheim is strong enough to break through. But that road is long. What does this goal mean to you?
Everything.
It's everything.
Follow me.
Why help us?
Maybe I see more of myself in you than I'm willing to admit. Maybe by helping you, I'll make up for a lifetime of mistakes.
Oh, come on. It's too late to be thinking like that, isn't it? Closer to the
Even though we
start.
shot your
The
friend?
story's been made, it's done.
Even though you shot my friend, yes.
Where must we go?
Well, if there is one thing
To a
I'm worried
realm
about in the future
beyond your
games, is the possibility that he's going to end up back in a tree again. Because when you look at the wall, with the prophecy at the end, where you see their story, if you look up in the top right hand corner, you see an image of Mimir with his head in a tree again, but there are two ravens sitting on the branches, and I know for absolute certainty that those ravens are Odin's ravens, the ones that he keeps with him all the time. I think it's Fugin and Mugen, or was it Fugin or Mugen or something, whatever that Munin, or whatever their names are, watching over him. So either Odin gets him back and puts him in another tree somewhere else, and not necessarily the one here, and he has the two ravens watching over him, or it's referring to something else, but I'd be surprised. Because the two Odins, two Odins, haha, all I need is fucking one. The two ravens sitting on the branches, they kind of give away the fact that Odin has done it again. Because he doesn't have ravens sitting on the tree right now. So what does that mean? Tells me he's gonna go back.
We'll use this. Graythar.
The other thing is, I mean, how does he get back into a tree in the first place anyway, when his head is severed?
At the foot of these hills.
Unless Odin gives him another body or something.
No one was there when I passed by. Perhaps he finished. Dwarves are awfully resourceful.
And irritating, based on the two we have met.
There's a raven up there. It's not one of the personal ones, but you can still hear it.
Just give that a turn. There. See?
Can't wait to run into her brother.
Tyr's
That's
temple
going
is
to be
at the
fun.
center of the lake. It is from there we travel to Alfheim. Thankfully, it's no longer underwater.
Why is that creature in the bay?
No one knows. He just appeared one day. Soon after, Thor attacked, and their battle could be felt across all the realms. Ultimately, it ended in a stalemate, and Thor returned to Odin empty-handed. The serpent stayed and grew so large, he now spans all of Midgard.
See? Told you.
They've hated each other ever since. Destined to kill each other come Ragnarok.
You believe in Ragnarok?
I dearly wish I didn't, child.
You know, we actually talked to the World Serpent.
You did?
An exaggeration.
I'm good with languages, even ones I've never heard before. But when he talks, I can't understand any of it.
Sadly, no one can. He speaks a dead tongue.
Oh. Must be lonely.
Watch your step. Just along here.
You sure? We came through here before and there's no way back across. See?
Is that so? Let me show you something. Are you watching? Liosa.
What? It's solid.
Elven architecture. My bowstring was soaked in the light of Alfheim. It can now reawaken the magic of the elves.
Wait, it won't just disappear, will it?
Not as long as the light shines free. This way.
I want one. Those roots. What kind of magic is that?
It's Vanir.
From Vanaheim?
You know of it?
Just stories. Mother didn't say much about the Vanir gods. Just that they're always at war with the Aesir.
Look, you see what I'm saying to you?
He's a good guy.
There are no
You're out and about, you're in a cafe and
Thought I
you're
taught you that.
finding it hard to keep your eyes open. You need to go to sleep. Can you go and get some sleep when you go back home, please? And I'll stop this and carry on with it maybe tomorrow or over the weekend.
Used it to travel the 9 realms and keep the peace between them.
Doesn't seem very peaceful. Everywhere we go, we're attacked. Especially by dead things.
The risen dead grow ever more numerous. Once the roads and trails would have been full of people. Now all have hid or fled.
Yeah, but the thing is, right, how can you watch it if you're sleeping anyway? It's not like you can sleep watch. If you want to watch it, that's fine, but whatever happens when you're unconscious is a different story. So what difference does it make? If you want to go and sleep, just tell me and I'll stop the stream. I don't mind. But the thing is, I don't want to still be doing it if you're sleeping when you want to watch it so badly. It's not fair,
Make a
is
right
it?
at the bottom of these stairs.
And what I'm saying makes total sense, by the way.
Hey, another one of those light crystals.
Wait there while I reawaken the light. Leosta.
That did it. What are we doing exactly?
Mending the disrepair. Start by lifting that axle. Good. Now push it back into place. Now realign the wheel onto the track.
Well, yeah. Madison, do you realize how silly that sounds when you say that? Of course I'm gonna stop it.
Along the track.
What exactly are you supposed to do if you can't see it?
The whole entire bridge is turning. How is the whole entire bridge turning? Boy, you're really
Well, of course
strong.
you can't argue against it, especially if what you're saying is completely silly. Making sense is what you're supposed to do every day. There's no point in dealing with things illogically, is there?
Call them Hellwalkers. But what are they?
They are poor, restless souls, denied their judgment and their peace.
By what? Could Vanir magic raise the dead?
It could, once. But this is no spell. This plague of dead is but a symptom of a world out of balance. Something or someone has meddled with powerful forces. That is all I know for sure. That's perfect. Come back up. We're ready now.
That was impressive. You didn't hurt your back, did you?
I did not hurt my back.
Through these doors.
Wait, so did the Giants or the Elves build Tearstone?
All the races helped with its construction. It was the last great act of cooperation between the realms before peace disappeared for good. Leosta.
Your bowstring stopped glowing.
Its power is now depleted. Only a few knocks of magic remained in the bowstring, and we used them. Your bow, please. Once you claim the light of Alfheim, infuse the bowstring with its power. Don't forget.
You talk like you're not coming with us.
I'll try, but measures were taken to keep me trapped in Midgard.
Why?
The gods don't care for me much.
Is this it? It's so dark.
This temple has been asleep, underwater for almost 150 winters. It needs only the light of the Bifrost to reawaken.
Well, you're not wrong about that. I can end it whenever I want. In fact, in 30 minutes I will. And that way you can go and sleep. And stop being so silly.
Those roots don't look like your magic.
They aren't. These roots are part of the Great World Tree, and make travel between the realms possible.
How does it work?
You will need this, a Bifrost, to create travel between realms. It can capture, hold, and transfer the light of Alfheim. Place the Bifrost there.
Just you watch me.
Give it a moment. The temple needs time to wake up from its long slumber. It is from this room, and this room alone, that you will be able to cross between realms. What you see before you represents the temple in which we stand, as well as the realm towers that encircle the Lake of Nine outside. All the realms exist in the same physical space, reflections of each other. These doors, the towers outside, and the 9 realms are all intertwined and coexisting on the branches of the World Tree, separated only by the Bifrost light of Alfheim. This place can focus and control that light.
And is this the World Tree?
Only an artistic representation of it. No, the Yggdrasil is much, much more than this. The Tree of Life is bound to the fate of the world, just as we are bound to it. The tree nourishes our soils. The dew from its leaves feeds our valleys and rivers. The tree's very existence supports all of creation along its boughs. Its life energy interwoven into the tapestry of life. Birth, growth, death, and rebirth. Every strand transcending time, transcending space. Everything comes back to the tree. So, that's how it works. But I'm guessing you were looking for a more practical answer.
Yes.
Very well. The bridge you pushed outside is currently positioned to lead to the
Doesn't
realm of
matter, in
Abaddon.
all honesty.
Instead,
I think
turn
it's
the
time
wheel
you
to
started
our
being more
actual
realistic and
destination,
not being silly
Alfheim.
anymore. If you, for example, you want to go and rest, tell me you want to go and rest and I'll stop the stream. Because later on what's going to happen is you're going to complain because you missed it and because you fell asleep.
You must select the
Alright,
destination realm.
I don't really want to hear it
Alfheim.
anymore.
Wait, is this moving the big dirt
I'm being
outside?
serious now.
Yes,
You gotta stop
the
doing
wheel
that.
turns the bridge, and the bridge aligns to the different realm towers on the lake outside.
Wait, there's no tower.
I'm sure other people would also
And that's
agree
why
with me
realm
as well, and I
travel to
already
Jotunheim
know a
is
bunch of
impossible.
them absolutely will,
Without a
because
tower
what
for
is
the bridge
silly?
to lock into,
You know, there's no
the
need for
sequence
any of
can't
it.
begin. Every realm has a travel rune that unlocks the bridge to that realm. I'm giving you the one for Alfheim. Now you can lock in your destination. We're ready. Remember to take the Bifrost. You don't want to lose that. Now the realm travel bridge will align, and the realm between realms will open. See that giant crystal? Each realm has a corresponding one that focuses and amplifies the power of the Bifrost, opening the bridge to that realm. That's why realm travel is only
Right,
possible
good,
from
that's
this
better.
room.
That's what I want you to do from now on. Just say it and I will do what I
The Jotunheim Tower
can.
disappeared from all realms over 100
And we'll leave it at
winters
that.
ago,
That's the way it
when the
should be.
giants
That's the way you
vanished
should
from
be doing
Midgard.
things.
Where the tower went and how they moved it remain a mystery.
So do it that way from now on and make sure you maintain it. I mean, I know there's other people that are probably watching as well, and you know, but at the end of the day, you
Follow
asked for
me.
it, so
The Bifrost is dark.
This
first
trip
and
was its
foremost,
last
this one
use.
is for you.
There's no going back until it's replenished with the light of Alfheim.
So we are trapped.
Someone of your ability should have little trouble getting back to Midgard.
And you'll be able to make that black bread go away?
With the captured light of Alfheim, yes.
No, being reasonable is part of being a grown-up, sweetie. If you don't learn it now, and you don't be reasonable yourself, then everyone else will be unreasonable with you. Set the better example and be the better person. Like I do.
Welcome to Alfheim, gentlemen. Think you can spot the light? I can barely see it. Something's wrong. See that column of light on the horizon? It's housed in the heart of a ring temple. We'll find what we need there.
Ouch. Ow, ow, ow.
No. Damn it, not yet.
What's happening?
To restore the Bifrost magic, you must step into the light. But be very careful not to get
No! She's not dead. Is she?
Not likely. Come.
Look at this place.
Stay by me. Touch nothing.
I think you killed it. Whoa, what's that about?
Not our concern, boy. Focus.
Good. Let's try and keep it that way. At least the word try was part of that equation.
They keep murdering the lighthouse.
It is war. The end of one. The loved ones lost.
Oh wow, that guy was frozen immediately because of that.
What are they attacking us for? We didn't do anything.
More will come.
Another cipher piece. I'll see what I can fit together.
Alright, let's see what else we have here. This one here, Herazzler's Grip, that only does one thing, and that grants me a health burst every now and then. It has the same chance of activating as Ymir Breath, sorry, but it's a healer. Now this one here, this is probably one of the best ones, say the top 3, Surta's Grip of Flame. You've probably seen it before, it's the one that creates the fire waves.
Say something?
No.
It lasts for about 11 seconds, but not only does it set everybody on fire and do extra damage, but it heals me as well. It's one of the reasons I use it quite a lot.
What'd you say?
I said nothing.
Really? Okay.
Did your mother speak of this realm?
Not much. Just that since the elves are always fighting over the light, they kept them isolated.
I'll take that. Yay.
Huh?
Again, I said nothing.
Weird.
I
Could've
said
sworn
yay.
you said something.
What is it, boy?
Voices! You don't hear that?
I hear nothing.
It's going away now. It was screaming. Lots of voices. Angry. You really didn't hear that?
No.
It felt evil. Look, should we try talking to them?
No.
But maybe they need help.
They do not stop us, so they do not concern us.
But
They
maybe...
do not concern us.
Alright, well let me know when you get there and when you're ready to go and catch a few Zeds.
Look at that. That must be the Ring Temple. It's sad the elves can't work things out. The blue door. That's gotta be the entrance. Let's go.
Careful, boy.
What are they doing?
Yeah,
The bridge is gone.
that's
They're
exactly the way
crystal
to
with
do
that
it.
stuff. Why?
To prevent reinforcements.
People would appreciate and respect you a lot more if you did it that way too. No, I definitely would. You son of a bitch! There we are, the Wrath of Flame. Good old Wrath of Flame, one of my favorites. you must be familiar with that one by now. There are a few nasty things I can do as well.
Okay, so that did something, I think. I think you got him. What is their problem with us?
We do not belong here.
$40? What the fuck did you
Combined
buy?
together like that, they kind of look like a room.
Christ almighty, woman.
Come, back to the boat.
They must have thought, wow, I mean, like she hasn't eaten for a week or something. How many cinnamon rolls and fucking waffles did you have? Like 5 packets or something? Christ.
It's sad the elves can't work things out. Alfheim's such a beautiful place, but war makes it ugly.
Enough. Stories are for the boat. We must focus.
Oh yeah,
Father,
this fucking
The
hellhole.
pillars and ring form an elvish rune.
What does it ask?
Without me or within me, death is sure. Yet within you, I am life most pure. Yep, it's water, all right.
Boy!
It was the voices again, but different voices. Less
Damn,
angry.
girl.
They're
Are
asking
you
for
gonna
help.
tell me you ate all
We are
that
here
as
for
well?
the light. I
You
do not
actually
care who they
devoured the
are,
whole
nor
lot.
what they want.
You never care about anything.
You have something to say?
No. Luger. What's happening? Whoa! Look what we found! Father,
Yes.
the voices I heard, it was hard to make out, but way in the back I'm pretty sure I heard Mother.
That is...
Yeah, I would have been surprised if you'd eaten all that. Freaking hell. Alright, let's have a look at these other thingies. Forbidden Grip of the Ages. That's the one that's hidden in that secret portal. Increases all your stats as well. Has a concussive blast at the end of it. Blightbringer, Curse of the Mist, inflicts weakness, which doesn't apply to me because the enemies can't be any weaker than what they are. Aha! Mistborn. This one is probably the best for healing. It activates a healing mist that lasts for 11 seconds. And then we're back to the Valkyries. So, the Strike of the Valkyrie, this one here. That's the one I was using when I started the
I
game.
know what I
With
heard.
the big massive pops
Enough.
that you like.
It looks different. Look at those horns.
Behind me, boy.
That can't be good.
I'm sure she'll be alright with it, love. Just went out to get some food.
Father, now's your chance!
Oh, hell, man, they did some damage.
Think that side hallway will get us to the temple?
We will find out.
You were wrong back there.
Oh?
I know Mother's voice better than anyone. It was her.
She is gone, boy. Speak no more of this.
Fine.
I thought you said everyone was sleeping anyway.
Boy! Hold on, boy! Fight!
Just explain to her that you were hungry and you were all sleeping. You just wanted to get some food. You're allowed to do that, for God's sake. Well, you're what, 17, nearly 18? You shouldn't have to explain yourself. For fuck's sake, I was going out to cafes and doing my own thing back when I was freaking 10 years old. Oh, come on, man, I dodged.
Thanks. Hey, you sure the witch is okay?
Then tell her
I
that
hate to
as
think
well,
she
because
died
I get the
helping us.
feeling that you don't.
She knew what she was doing.
Okay.
I mean, you really don't need to explain to anybody what you're doing when you're just going out to get something to eat and you're already 17, nearly 18 years old.
If we cut
It's
enough away,
bullshit.
the bridge above
It's
us
silly.
should reappear.
Right.
Expect resistance.
Right.
And everything I just said to you right there, that's what I would say to people. But like, you know what, I can do what I want to do at this point, within reason, of course. There's no harm in going out to get something to eat. I'm allowed to do that. Don't need anybody's permission.
You find its weak point.
Not bad.
You must learn efficiency, boy.
Well, there it is.
Watch our backs, boy.
You're freezing at first. Smart. got the main bridge back.
As long as she's not having a go at you for another reason. Overprotective is better than that, but still. It's better than having somebody that doesn't give a shit, I suppose.
Huh. Guess the light makes more than bridges. Maybe this will spit us out on top. Look! The blue door! We made it! You know, I will never get used to walking on solid light.
The door. There's no seam.
What?
We have a problem. The dwarf again.
Sindri? Hey, Sindri.
This way.
Hey, how did Sindri get ahead of us?
He and the blue one do seem to travel quickly.
Huh. We're inside. Of course. I wonder what those are attached to.
Well, I wouldn't beat their asses, but I'd certainly give them a piece of my mind. If they step out of line, that is. It also depends on what people are saying and how they're saying it. Because sometimes how somebody says something isn't supposed to mean in a certain way, you know? Sometimes it's hostile, other times it's not. Oh good, I got them all. Fucking hate those things.
There, the light.
They've covered it up with that stuff. How would they do that? Look. Another light up.
There's nothing wrong with somebody sticking up for you, but at the same time you gotta stick up for yourself, love. I told you that as well.
He didn't do anything.
Do not assume. You are seeing the end.
You're well within your rights to stick up for yourself and on any subject, unless you're doing something wrong, of course.
That was his choice.
If you're doing something wrong, I can understand, but
Enemies ahead.
depending on what it is, you don't need to take any of this stuff. Whoa, that explosion sent them flying.
The light is near. Look for a way inside.
And no, I would absolutely teach you to play this.
That did it.
I'll show you
Look,
what to do.
More light bridges.
Follow me.
Watch out, Father!
Motherfuckers!
Do you ever get used to this? You're restoring all the pathways.
Well, then you need to tell them that you're not a kid anymore. And you know, you're allowed to make your own decisions and do your own thing. You may not be 18 yet, I understand that, but tell them to stop treating you like a kid, and say to them that if you're going to ignore what I'm saying to you, then I'll ignore what you're saying to me. Everything works both ways. It's also, it's close to manipulation, by the way, and I'll tell you something, I won't allow anyone to manipulate me. Not ever. I make my own decisions. Again, within reason and balance. I don't step out of line.
Aww.
The other thing is like I say to you, you need to act more grown up as well.
I don't think we're supposed to be in here.
Quiet.
The thing is, I've also noticed there's this thing about people with a certain mentality. If you behave like a child as well, and you don't act like a grown up, they'll treat you like one.
Did you hear that?
Stay alert and by my side.
Hey.
Now there are times that
When
when
we make
I'm
it to the
talking
light,
to you, you do come
How
across
do you
as a
think we
child,
get
you
it
know.
into the Bifrost?
You still have somewhat of a mentality of a child. You need to start
When she was ripped
displaying
away
the
from this
grown-up
realm.
side of things. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying to you now. Be more realistic and stop being silly.
Then I will go.
Because if you like that on here, I'll bet you'll like that with your siblings, and that's why they treat you that way.
I haven't. Your knife point.
I also know from experience that my girlfriend was the same. Even though she was 23, she had the mentality of a child, so they kept treating her like one. I've seen it before with my own eyes.
That was close.
And that's what you need to do.
Do not stray from me, boy.
You don't gotta tell me. Oh, it's so sticky. Another one!
Stay back.
The light!
Yes, we are near our goal, but we must be careful. Understand?
God.
There. When it falls, be ready. We will need to move quickly.
Okay.
Jump, boy!
Right! Look out!
Here they come. Stay behind me and protect our flank.
Yes, sir!
Maybe it's because nobody tells you what you need to do to be a grown-up. The thing is, if you've spent so long thinking like one and your siblings are treating you like one, then you don't know what it is to be a grown-up. That's why you need to take advice from other people sometimes, like me.
I will clear our path.
Try doing things by my example. And what have you got to lose? Not much. You've got a hell of a lot more to gain.
Shorten the time between your volleys. A narrow path negates superior numbers. Stay focused. Are you injured?
You know what? You see what you just said there? How you wish you could be 15?
Wow.
You see what I mean? That's what I'm referring to. You'd rather be like a kid instead of being like a grown-up. If you want to be more like a grown-up, you have to be saying things along the lines of, oh God, I wish I was 18, I wish I was 20, I wish I was 30.
It's the source of all of it.
You know, that's what I'm saying. Your mentality is tuned in to the mind of a child.
Wait.
It's either because you've been treated that way and you've gotten used to it, so you act that way, and nobody has taught you otherwise.
I told you I heard her. Do you think
I mean,
she's
but
in
based on the way your siblings treat you, it sounds to me that they're almost insecure. They're insecure about themselves, so they end up treating you like a child, because people who have insecurities usually take it out on other people. Fact. Again, talking from experience. Been there and done it, seen it, dealt with it, worked through it.
Only use it as a last resort.
And I have friends of different age groups, by the way. I have friends that are younger than you, I have friends that are the same age as you, some that are a few years older, some that are twice my age. And that is one of the advantages I've had since I've been growing up, is having friends of different age groups. It's allowed me to see it from many different angles. And that's why I'm glad that my friends are of different age groups. I really am. I'm grateful for it, because I wouldn't even be half the person I am today without it.
What is this? Faye?
You see, you're still saying it.
You
If you keep thinking like that, you're always going to be a child.
left me here alone.
Atreus?
And honestly, that's not a good thing. It never is. It's you that has to make the move. You have to do it yourself. I can give you tips or advice, but you have to do it. But if you keep thinking that way, you always will be a child, and believe me, it's not a good thing. So if things start annoying you because of the way you're thinking, then I'll tell you what the grown-up answer is: don't complain about it. If you're going to complain about something, that's fine, but don't keep on complaining about it and expect it to fix itself. You have to go and sort it yourself. That's what I say. Listen, this person's complained about it again and again. Instead of standing there complaining, go and sort the fucking problem out. That's what I say to people. I say it to myself as well when I complain about something. If I can't find a solution to the problem, then I do the next best thing, which is shut the hell up and not say anything about it, because I have no other options left.
Except
That's me talking straight to you.
you know I love him.
No bullshit.
I just wish he was better. I know he can be. So if he tries, I'll try. But if he doesn't, please come back. I know you're out there somewhere.
Faye. Wait! Come back! No! No! What have you done? Why did you do that?
I saved you! You were trapped in there! I waited, but you wouldn't come out! So I pulled you out!
Boy, I was gone only... moments.
No! You've been gone a long, long time! I didn't know what to do! You left me here! Again! Why don't you care?
That's impossible.
We should go before they come back. I hope you got what you needed.
Yes.
Look, there's our exit. But there's no light to make a bridge. We're trapped. And the witch's bowstring is useless.
Again for the 100th time, why do you think that keeps happening? You just said it yourself.
Boy, your bow.
It's the way people are treating you because it's the way you act. The more they treat you that way, the more you act that way. The more you act that way, the longer it's gonna last. It's just, you've got to sort this, you've got to sort yourself out. If you don't, again, if you don't like it, which you clearly don't, then do something about it. Simple as.
It worked.
We can now make our way back. Come.
No, adulting is a full-time job that you don't get paid for, and you'll be doing it for the rest of your life, if you want to, of course. But it's something you need to do whether you like it or not. There are a lot of people out there that are far worse than you because they have that sort of mentality and nobody's taught them how to do things right, and it's one of the reasons why there are so many problems with the world. It's because too many people behave like children, and they act and make problems out of tiny little things that they shouldn't be making problems out of in the first place. It's one of the things I've consistently complained about myself. It's why I don't really like people that much, because of the way they act sometimes. If you don't notice I say it a lot, like this is a silly thing, just let it go. Move on, you know? Silly elf, no one told you to watch your back.
The crystal if you find me an angle.
Let us make our way back up.
Nothing to use on. See, if you're going to tell me that you were more mature when you were a child, then that tells me that you allowed people to bring you down to that level. You brought yourself down along with it, instead of fighting to stay up. Strike of the Valkyrie, good times. Come on.
Where are you taking that? You gonna carry that everywhere?
I just might.
Oh look! The blue door that's not a door.
And a sand bowl.
But how do you expect me to reach it?
What does this mean?
Seed.
Remember the shape.
Yeah, I know.
You can reach the bowl now.
Uh-huh.
Alright, I'll get through this door and then I'll stop it here. You see, that's the way I prefer you to do things.
Go ahead.
And so far that's pretty good as far as I'm concerned.
Begins as any more than me.
And by the way, I will give you credit for when you do things right. I'm not one of those people that won't.
So, it's a door after all.
You see, I don't think you get a lot of praise from people because you do things right, and again, that says a lot about the kind of people you hang around with.
I hate that guy.
Again, it's one of the grown-up things to do. You know, you need if somebody does something right, I give them the credit that they deserve. I really do. You know, if somebody does something well, I say, you know what, you've done well, do it again.
The lift.
You use it as a source of inspiration for yourself, you know? Don't be silly, don't be overconfident, don't be arrogant, don't be ignorant.
Do you see any other way?
No.
Then
Just be nice and humble. I mean, I lack confidence in some areas, I really do. I know that I do. Especially when it comes to relationships. I lack confidence completely on that, but I know about it. But what I realized recently, thanks to certain individuals, is that I'm not actually... I actually have a lot of confidence within me for a lot of subjects I didn't even know about. I have more confidence than I actually thought, let's put it that way. And the reason I know that is because I'm not arrogant.
Great. Now I can barely see.
there's light.
Because arrogance is one of the worst things that anybody could have, you know, because I live with somebody that's like that. I hate arrogance and I hate ignorance. Two things. Because I know I'm not arrogant, that's how I know I'm actually a lot more confident than I realized. Because arrogance is technically overconfidence, you know. And because I live with somebody that's very arrogant, and I know I'm the complete opposite, it says a lot about me.
It would help me if you would hold the light up so I could see where I'm shooting.
Use your ears. Adapt.
I am.
No. See, there's one thing. That's one thing you should not do is crave that sort of thing. Let your own actions speak for themselves. You do something that's good, and you know that it's good. Just let it speak for itself, or let somebody else speak for you. But don't crave it or don't seek it out. If you want to do something nice, that's fine. That's fine. But don't seek it out, because that's what leads to something like arrogance. You know, I mean, like I said, I may not always be confident in some areas, but I'm confident enough in my abilities, you know? I'm happy with that. But the difference is, I know my strengths, I know my weaknesses. I know that I have confidence with certain things, but I don't have any confidence with others, you know? And that's one thing that people, if they thought about it properly, could say about me. It says, you know what, Lee will admit when he's wrong. He'll admit when he's right. Sorry, you know, if he's done something right, he doesn't necessarily have to say anything. You know, if I say, look, I told you that was going to happen, like if you're an idiot about something and I knew about it, I say, look, told you, idiots! That's the only time I would say I told you. You know, because I'm not full of it. Ow. Bastard. Well, yeah, think about it. If you're gonna be a stupid little bitch, or if you're gonna be an evil little bitch, nobody's gonna like you. Do you think? Are you gonna get praise for that? Of course you're not. That's the idiots out there and the bad people and the ones that are just completely ignorant and stupid. They don't get praise for anything because that's exactly what they are. But when you do the right thing, you do the good thing. There may be some that will take advantage of that. Yeah, they're everywhere. You just gotta know how to deal with them. But the rest of the time, people will like and respect you. Don't you think that's much better? I want people to like and respect me, but I'm not gonna go out looking for it, you know? If you don't like me, that's fine. Whatever, you know? Right, fuckface. What the hell happened there? Oh my god. What's the matter, buddy? Can't you stand up? Jeez, son of a whore.
No, that can't be.
What did it say?
Yeah, you're damn right I shout idiot at people. If someone's being stupid, I'll tell them.
Did we help the wrong side?
At the end of the day, it depends on whether people want to learn from their mistakes or not, or their errors.
We shouldn't get involved.
That's what
That is
annoys me,
enough.
are the ones that don't learn from their mistakes or their errors, or they're not willing to listen to reason. That's what I don't like. Because people like that, they're a lost cause,
Do
unfortunately.
you remember the answer?
Yeah.
Yeah, Svat or something else. Something to do with the land of the Dark Elves.
What's that?
Only time you want to talk to me is when you need
Do you want to tell me something?
I said, the only time you care to talk to me is when you need me to translate for you. If Mom was
If
here...
your mother was still alive, we would not be here at all. Atreus.
Forget it.
Fine.
Yeah, and if they say that, I'm like, what's the matter? You can't stand the truth? Oh well. Another part of your problem. Another thing for you, people don't like don't like to hear the truth, and they get insulted by it. Some people have actually called me rude as well. And I was like, yeah, they call me rude because I'm honest. Honest people are always classed as rude.
Who?
You know.
Not in everybody's eyes, but
Oh.
quite a lot of eyes
Not
out there, you know.
Not like you would even care if she was.
Mind your tongue, boy! Until our journey is over, one of us must remain focused. Do not mistake my silence for lack of grief. Mourn how you wish. Leave me to my own.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
No. Why would you? Do not know my
Yeah, but
ways.
what I want to know is, can you see my points? Do you think I'm right, or do you think I'm wrong about that? I don't know anyone that thinks I'm wrong, because the average person that knows what they're talking about will tell you that what I'm saying is right.
In the light,
But the question is,
I
do you
felt
know that
holy
I'm right
moments
about
pass.
this?
if that is of some comfort to you.
Can you see it for what it really is?
Really?
Can you see the truth?
So, should we go back to Midgard? Face the Black Breath? Or do you think there's more to see in this realm? It's sad the elves can't work things out. Alfheim's such a beautiful place, but war makes it ugly.
You see with the eyes of a child. In war, a soldier sees beauty only in the blood of his enemy. The rest of him is lost, sometimes never to return.
You know about war.
Oh, no, I wasn't calling you one. I was saying that's an example of what what I would say if somebody is being an idiot. I will call them one. I mean an actual idiot, not you. I wasn't talking about you.
Don't you?
How observant.
If you actually were being an idiot, I would call you an idiot. Plain and simple. If you're being silly, which you have been sometimes, I say you're being silly. Or like, I'll stop that. But I wasn't calling you an idiot, not you.
Father.
That's
I
just
have
an
a confession
example
to make.
of what I'm saying.
All those voices in my head. Well, this wasn't the first time. Back when we met Brock, his animal warned me about something hiding in the trees. That's why she didn't run across.
She told you.
Well, I could just feel what she was feeling.
Right here, but let me tell you something else, just for argument's sake, right? One of the things about being a grown-up is understanding when you are being an idiot. So hypothetically, just hypothetically, if you were to do something very silly, I would say, Madison, you're an idiot for doing that. And you know what? What you do is you say, you know what, you're right, I am an idiot. You know, I'm going to have to learn from that. That is the grown-up response. I do that when someone says to me, Lee, you're an idiot, and I said, yeah, I was a big fucking idiot. I know, I'm going to have to do something about that. See? Simple as, just suck up the responsibility and deal with it. It's, if you get offended by it, then that's an example of somebody that can't handle the truth. Do you see what I'm saying? That's only if you are an actual idiot, if you do something very silly. Take the responsibility and take the blame for anything that you do wrong. As an example for that, if you do it in the future. Now, unfortunately, there are many people out there that don't admit when they're wrong about something, and they are the ones that I can't stand. And that's why, as an example, like I was saying, if I call somebody an idiot, and they don't like it, I'm like, well, that's what you are. You can't handle the truth, that's just another part of your problem, isn't it? And you know what, I have to deal with people like that on a regular basis, and it really frustrates me. And I say, you know what, I don't have time to deal with the likes of you. That's what I say to them. No, you'd have to step extremely out of line for me to actually really shout at you and call you an idiot. I can raise my voice, but I wouldn't, not like that. You haven't done anything that's ever warranted me to say that to you. But if someone has been an idiot for somewhat of a minor to medium type of reason, I say, dude, you're an idiot. So yeah, I was an idiot. Cool, at least you understand that.
We just came back from
Simple.
another realm. And we met your brother.
But if you're taking the piss, really taking the piss and being an idiot, a big idiot, then I will raise my voice and I will say it aggressively. I have done that before, and but I will do it again. I won't hesitate.
Tried taking me down with him. Did he botch up on her girl?
Quite the opposite.
You're leaving a blind pig farts up a
Well, yeah, I can't think of anything bad about you. You know, if
consistency.
sometimes you've been silly, yeah, and I've told you, like, stop doing that. That's silly, or you know, cut it out. Things like that. If you're gonna step out of line, I'll raise my voice. You'll know about it. You'll know about it.
Good. Now when you're done gawking, I got a favor.
The thing is, because I'm very blunt as well, you know, it can feel very hostile because I just say it straight. Because saying it straight and just being honest about it is usually the best way anyway. Because I'm not gonna hold back. I don't want to bullshit.
Do you remember?
In sensitive cases, I have to really think before I
We
speak.
need to walk across the bridge to the Venom.
I really think.
Are we going to the Black Breath? Or exploring?
It's not always
Your
easy,
choice.
and hey, I'm not perfect. I fuck up too.
We rode past that statue of
I'm not
Thor earlier,
perfect.
when we
No
left
one
the
is.
And what direction is that?
It's mid-morning. The sun is over there, so...
Or what I would say is, this is something that I do. I say, Madison, John, Justin, with all due respect, if you say with all due respect, that means you can say whatever you want, and the person should not be offended by it, because that's what that means. If you say all due respect first before you say something, that means that you're being completely honest, no matter what you're saying, but it's not offensive. So I say, Madison, with all due respect, you're an idiot. I'll say it like that. With all due respect, it means no offense. That's what I will say. Where's the other one? Oh.
I like when they're that easy.
Oh, cheese puffs. Yeah, exactly. See, that's even better if you laugh about it as well. You said, right, take it seriously and take what I'm saying to you, but laugh about it. That's the best way for anybody to handle it. It's like, you did something really silly, you cocked up, you're an asshole, you're an idiot. You know that? It's like, yeah, I am. But you laugh about it, yeah. Instead of fighting. And unfortunately, that's what most people do. They end up fucking fighting about it. Like, really? Oh, honest to God, the people nowadays. They can be extremely frustrating and difficult to deal with. Well, good, there you go. If you love it like that, you understand it. That's how I will do things, so just don't forget. And you know what, try doing the same thing. And honestly, if people are offended when you try that approach, then it tells you a lot about them. It says that, you know what, you just say to them, that's part of your problem then. You can't see that you're wrong about something.
So we'll be able to translate those Muspelheim runes.
Or like, even though I said with all due respect, you still took offense of it. Like, do you know what the with all due respect means? Look it up.
A torch.
A torch is built with wood. That is a brazier.
A brazier. Looks like there's something written on it. Want me to read it?
Right, where's that last cipher? Over here. No, thank you. You know what? I appreciate the fact that you see that. That's what's important to me, is that people understand it. This is how you do it. This is the mature way. It's the grown-up way. It's the right way. That's the way it should be done. Now, if I'm doing something wrong,
Going to tell me about war?
hypothetically, right? If I do something wrong and I don't see it, which has been known to happen, I want somebody to say to me, Lee, that was wrong. So, why? What happened? Where did I go wrong? Tell me. I want to know the details so that I don't do it again.
Wars are fought for
That is another thing that people don't do, is openly say, oh, I was wrong, tell me, how do I fix it? Sorry, I apologize, show me what to do so I don't do it again. It's so simple. It's so fucking simple. But yeah, people don't do it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, go and get some sleep, I'm sorry. I'm keeping you up now. But yeah, that approach might work with some people, but I'd advise you to try a different one. Alright, because that can cause a lot of problems. I know people that do it that way, and I'm like, will you stop saying it like that? Oh dear God. Yeah, whatever, you perfect little trout. Go and get some sleep. I'm gonna stop it here. Alright, I'll probably switch over to something else if anyone else is watching. So thanks for watching, and get some rest, Madison. Carry this on tomorrow night or weekend at some point, I don't know when, but we'll see. Take care now.